For the past 2 to 3 days, I've been looking at all the reviews and opinions on Battlefield 2042's open beta on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube and even TikTok, including all the comments for all those platforms and videos, posts and forums. And a lot of them have been great constructive criticism with some great overall views and opinions on them. Some people still seem to be on the fence. They don't know if they want to cancel the pre-order or just get the game just yet from playing the 2 days of the open beta. And a lot of people have left quite negative reviews but not explained why. So today I thought I would make a video explaining all of my great fun experiences within Battlefield 2042's open beta, and of course all the things that I just outright didn't like. So let's not waste any more time, let's just get right into this. So the first problem I'm wanting to talk about, it does hit me personally, which is, you know, the colourblind settings. I'm sure we'll get colourblind settings out of the day, I'm more than confident of it, but I've always wanted to bespoke my own colourblind settings because yes, DICE in the past for other Battlefield titles have allowed for you to pick certain colour schemes for your squads, your team and your enemies, but you couldn't individually pick the colours, I believe. Unless I'm being a boomer, then please correct me. But I would be able to pick my own actual colour for each individual thing. So if I went to colourblind settings squad, I could pick out of say 10 different colours. I think I would just have super neon yellow just to indicate that. I think for teammates I would love a super neon green colour as well, and for the enemy I think I would like a super neon, quite a dark red colour, because green and red, depending on which one it is and how light and dark in the overall colour schemes, they can seem the same colour to me. So I think having a super light green neon for my teams and a super dark red for the enemies would be able to help me indicate as well, because if an enemy player looks the same as the background, I'm not kidding, I cannot see him. No matter how blatantly obvious it might be to other people, and how much he's moving and shuffling about, I cannot see him, which does get frustrating. And I know that's a me problem, I'm colourblind, I've just got to deal with it, it's no one's fault, it's just something I've got to live with, but I would like a little bit of aid just to stop the frustration as well. And also I would like to be able to pick the sight colours as well for red dots, holographics and potentially ACOGs as well. That little tiny red dot, I cannot see that. I can't explain why, but I just can't see it as well, unless it's like a super blue or dark background with that super neon red, then I can see it. Any other situation, I just can't see it. I would love to be able to pick my own colours for my own red dot sight, holographic, ACOG, etc, etc. That would really help me with my poor eyesight. DICE, please. The second thing I would like to talk about is the vehicle movement and the vehicle weapons. For the most part, the vehicle movements were absolutely fantastic, especially in the Little Bird. No complaints, felt exactly the same as Battlefield 4. It was an incredible experience flying one of those Little Birds. The Viper was the same, really enjoyed flying that about as well. The Jet felt like arthritis, I will admit, it was really stiff and rigid. I think they could loosen up the Jet movement just a little bit, in my honest opinion. When it comes to the tanks, the movement felt alright, it felt a bit slidey, like there was just like everything was on ice a little bit, in my opinion. And again, I really don't like the Battlefield 5 system they've still implemented, where there's a delay or drag from you moving the turret of your tank, and for the actual ADS hipfire display box, I'm using, yes, my big fancy words, it took like a solid 2 seconds plus to catch up to that, so you know where you were truly aiming. I know that was a Battlefield 5 system implemented, so you can't just rotate and yeet someone instantly out of orbit, but I would still prefer to see the old Battlefield 4 system, because I don't like the drag in that, to be quite honest. The buggies and the other small unarmoured cars, they felt a bit kind of choppy in movement. I would like to see a smoother, cleaner vehicle movement for more efficient turns as well. They felt like they're on ice a little bit. I think a wee bit of tuning there would be great. So I think I've covered all the basic vehicles, I think, for the beta. The second thing I'm wanting to talk about is just practically the aircraft weapons. The aircraft weapons splash damage and damage overall was abysmal. Don't get me wrong, they were annoying to deal with, but I think that's because we had very little anti-air stuff to deal with them, and apart if you wanted to grapple hit C4 them, but that's not practical. The free fire rockets on the little bird did so little damage. In fact, I saw them land at people's feet and it just didn't even register. And when it does connect, it can take 4 to 6 of these free fire rockets to kill someone, which means, in theory, these do less damage than an assault rifle bullet, which just blows my mind. I understand they can't make it as realistic as it would in real life, or else that would be one of the most broken things in Battlefield history, but I would like to see these have, let's say, take away 6 of the 16 rockets, leave you with 10, but have the splash damage be better and the damage output be just a little bit better as well. The missile lock-ons seem to just work whenever they feel like, or don't work whenever they feel like as well. And the Gatling guns were just not connected. In fact, I did deliberately miss my shots to get them to connect half the time as well, and again the damage on that was questionable at best as well. I would like to see these things get an upgrade and a change, and I think if these things can be smoothed out, the vehicle gameplay would be fantastic, and I'm more than sure DICE is already working on them. So this will be my third and final opinion and thoughts on the game, as if I continue on any longer, this video will drag out. So my third and final thoughts and opinions, and what the fuck is that in my window? Sorry to interrupt myself here, but I've just looked out my window and there's a, holy shit, it looks like fluff or insulation, but it's a massive cluster of spider webs. Oh, that is disgusting. I'll put a photo or a video at the end of this. Hold on. Here's that big giant fluff of spider webs, and I know the spider doesn't look that big and I can't really zoom in. Oh, it just darted off, but yeah, that's what I was on about. That is a big cluster of old dirty spider webs, and I've got some big juicy spiders hanging outside the window, so yeah, that's absolutely rank. So sorry about that, I got quite distracted there, but that's what I'm quite good at. So yeah, literally just as I stopped filming, about less than 3 seconds later, it just fell off and all the spiders from the edges of my window just started crawling out, because clearly they weren't happy, and yeah, that's probably quite important to them. But anyway, returning to the video, the third and final problem I have with this game is the overall sniping in it as well, or long range engagements with primary weaponry. So, and I'm also going to throw in the M44 mag towards the end. So I was really expecting this to be much faster bullet velocity with less bullet drop because of the size of the maps, and sure, Battlefield 4 sniping back in the day was, dare I say it, pretty revolutionary. I can't speak today, but yeah, it was quite a unique thing to see, quite awesome, but obviously 8 years have gone by and it is definitely quite painfully slow, and it's actually kind of difficult to hit your targets now because we're all so used to a vaster velocity and less bullet drop, again thanks to Warzone. But yeah, the sniping just felt really droopy in this and lackluster. I'm really hoping that DICE will increase the bullet velocity and decrease the bullet drop, if that's the right way of saying it. Basically, less bullet drop and more bullet velocity I think is definitely needed. I don't know if the SWS-10 was just a really bad sniper out of the vanilla snipers we're going to get, or if that's going to be sniping as a whole. I feel like even at medium range, not even long ranges, I was really having to aim up to hit someone's head, and even in Battlefield 4 in really long ranges, I didn't really have to aim up that high, so hopefully that gets fixed as well. And again, it was just, yeah, it was a really weird, painful experience. That definitely needs a little bit of a change for sure, and yeah, I've not got too much to say on that as well. Little quick fun fact for you, the 44 Magnum in the game has better velocity and bullet drop off than the SWS-10, although in saying that, just quickly going off topic, I really would like to see that done with a slight higher rate of fire as well, and just have a plain black cross scope on it rather than that ugly ACOG holographic. I don't like that as well. Also, I believe the slug shotgun, as you've seen throughout this video, also has a better bullet velocity and range as well, which just shouldn't be the case. So DICE, please give it a little bit of a buff in those areas. It would be greatly appreciated if that's going to be sniping as a whole. Hopefully it's not as well, but yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up there. I'm waffling on too long as per usual, so thank you very much to everyone who tuned in to the very end. It's greatly appreciated. If you've liked the video and you want to protect me against the spider invasion, please hit the like button and the bell notification, subscribe and leave a comment down below If you agree or disagree with my views and opinions on these three main problems that I personally experienced, or anything you think I really should be addressing it, leave it down below and I'll reply to it ASAP. A link to my Twitter and my Reddit and my TikTok will be in the description as well. And yep, I'll wrap the video up there and say thank you very much to all you Battlefield fans. It's been greatly appreciated with the support recently on my videos and my live streams on YouTube. Thank you very much, and as always, I'll see yous on the battlefield.